Now, as we continue celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, we wanted to show you why it's so important. I spoke to a Latinx Studies assistant professor over at Marquette, and my first question for him, why does Hispanic Heritage Month start mid-September?
September 15th is the Day of Independence for a lot of Central American nations. It's the day in 1821 when many of them declared their independence from Spain. And there's a number of different revolutions scattered throughout September 15th through October 15th.
What's the call to service? How do you properly observe that holiday, that month?
It's a question of trying to get people to understand the diversity and the multiplicity of understanding Hispanics and Latinos and Latinx people. A lot of people emphasize the victories and kind of the accomplishments of Latinx people, but I think it's important for us to go a little bit deeper and to think about the way in which the past also informs our present.
It seems like we're on trend to become the minority that's the majority. How do we start bridging that gap?
The reality is that just because there's a larger number of people of Latinx or Hispanic descent in the country doesn't mean that they're automatically going to have more political and social and economic power. There's a lot of areas where Hispanics or Latinos continue to be behind their white peers. So it's a perfect time really this year to talk about where have we been in the past, but what are the long paths we still need to cross.
How has the Latino population changed?
Historically, the Latinx population in Wisconsin has been dominated by Mexican descent people, and that's still very much the case. But we have a lot of different communities now here in the state, and they bring a diversity of experience to how we understand what it means to be Latino in this state. We also know that the population is becoming much more native-born, so it's not so much an immigrant population, it's much more of a migrant or a native-born population.